Hello, universe. How you doing? This message is divine feminine time. If you're a woman and you feel like you're a woman, you're a woman. And if you're masculine and you feel like a woman, you're a woman. And if you're feminine and you feel like you're feminine, you're feminine. And if you're masculine and you feel like you're masculine, you are what you say you are. If you like it, you like it. And if you don't like it, just let it be. The shift is easy. The shift is just like, it's just forget you have clothes on. You can look down, but who cares? It's not who cares, but it's like, oh, I'm a person, and there's beautiful things around me telling me I'm a person, so I'm a person. I mean, beautiful is whatever beautiful is to you, but you know, you could just let it be. You can just show off. Not really, but you know, you're doing it in the sake of receiving something back to you. So just remember that you are who you say you are, and you are what you already are. Yeah? Check this, check this. We know. I like these birds. These birds are so vocal. I like these birds. So you're feminine. Who cares you're not feminine? I mean, it's good to give. It's really good to give. It's good to give because if there's a beautiful universe out there, there's a beautiful universe in there. So, with that being said, you're very beautiful. Just let it be. Whoever speaks to D, listen closely and intently. Close yourself off when you need to. But then, by doing so, you show what you do like, and what you are like, what you do understand. Who are you? Why you do what you do? Why you are how you are? You understand what the definitions mean from your perspective, from every angle and perspective that there is. We're going to complete it. And take a breath. Don't ever forget to take a breath. Take a deep breath in. Just take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. You know how you're out in nature and it's like you get into a good state of mind and then the bugs come out of nowhere like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then the ants bite you for no apparent reason, but you're like, "Get off of my skin." Don't touch me. I didn't bother you. Don't bother me. But this is my earth too. Like that. I got a bunch of spiders around. I don't know how they got over here. They found me. Yeah, if that happens, just, you already know. You already know. I already know. So what you do, you just come back. Because you're going to come back. You knew how to come back. It's not to say it's a better way to come back. But it's just like, hey, just come back. You have the strength and understanding and the know-how and the feel-how on your cells. All communicating, because cell phone is communicating, which means we carry cells everywhere we go, which means everything's communicating, which means communication would be a very nice key. I like that. But it's cool. It's just, that's why you have to find your sacred space, not just in the spiritual or in the mental planes, but in the physicality of it. The physical? Yeah. The low levels, the down to earth levels, where you know where you were, now you know where you could be, and you know it's so possible that the passion is firing. The passion of fire is going to burn down those things that are not in your best and highest interest for all of those who may be involved. So in that sense, what do? The passion's already there. The fire is burning. It's still burning. It's like an infinite fire. It just keeps burning. Which way you want to go? You and everyone around you happen to be treading through, some waters or something. But I mean, you go as deep as you like, as deep as you want to go. Anyone can tell you, but you got to do it. And when you do it, you might come back to another space where it's like, I want to do something else. And then, keep going. And then when collective conscious all kicks in, well, let's just hope for the best. We'll hope for the best. We know what that is, each and every one of us, so if we all put our minds and our hearts together, our hearts are already communicating. But then we have to put our minds to it and our logic, because the right brain is logic and the left brain is creativity. So by being creative in how we want to play out a specific role would be another key. So if you said, I found the key, you found it. Yes, you did. We need the other eyes to find it. Cha-ching, I knew you found it. Or something got it for you to find it. Such and such, But it's cool. And the nature's always there. Did you know the birds? You don't ever see dead birds, You don't ever see dead birds. These birds live forever. Sorry. These birds live forever. Either they live forever or they have like a secret hideout or something, or they have their own burial. But you don't see dead birds. You see dead birds, you're in the city. That's where you're at. But in nature, you don't see dead birds. Maybe you do, but you don't see dead birds. Nature has a way of stuff. You don't see dead ants. You don't see any of that. Who's you? You. I. Me, my, day. What way? What's English? But I don't have to speak. I can just look into the camera and this whole thing is amazing. Chicka, chicka, tickle, 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 tickle. Ooh, this is a white butterfly. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Subvexia 27. Natural is natural. Peace, love, and light. Pure sunlight. Birds of a feather are light as a feather, and they flock together forever and ever. Take your time, everyone knows the way. One by one, two by two. Let's take the same way. And share the same tray. They say Earth is a petri dish. Because it's like, oh, who cares? Flat Earth, flat Earth, flat Earth. Really? Who cares? Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. Even if it was, there's a deeper meaning into why they say that. And it's not like all 8 billion of us are going to that spot. If we do, that'd be amazing. But let me tell you, because like that doesn't matter. It's just, who cares? Round or flat? I doubt it's flat, and I doubt it's all the way to Earth, circular. But it's still circular. It's still, she has curves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. If she's gonna grow, she's gonna grow. That's the way. There's no other way. How's she gonna be flat? You think an asteroid's gonna hit this Earth and you're gonna tell me it's flat? The asteroid is practically circular. You can't say it's a hexagon, but you can't say it's a decagon. You still can't say it's circle, but you can say it's spherical. It's something spherical, that's the term. So they're gonna tell you, oh, it's flat Earth. What? Who cares anyway? Who cares? So let me tell you, feminine is feminine. Look at the masculine. He has a body, and I don't have to go into details, but he don't matter. His DNA, who's he? You could say who's she, but everything comes from the mother, the feminine, to her, the she. And she can celebrate about it. It doesn't matter. How does that matter? That's gonna matter. And your children are gonna come in. It's still gonna matter. This is what telepathy is, because it's very creative in the way you communicate. So, yeah. Hey, how you doing? You can't tell me it's flat. That means we're trapped in the dome where the water is like, someone brought the water here, and we're in a petri dish. That's the only thing. And then the aliens are actually out there, and it's like, hey, how you doing? But we don't want to come down because you could blow us up, which means they're scared. And at the same time, that means they're whack because they don't got the technology to do anything. And so they think some of us will just like jump on their spaceships and mess everything up or something. Not only that, but they don't want to take us for some reason either. And not only that, well, you don't want to go on a spaceship. I'll tell you that much. But you don't want to. You want to stay here. Why you want to go? Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Don't go. But I mean, they only want to leave because they're scared if they blow up the world that, they get taken with them, their own soul power, their own heart power for expression of personal choice of how they want to live with other people as a knowing and as a love bond, something understanding and communicative. I love these birds. These birds are amazing. They're so vocal. They're so cool. I gave them food and bread, and they get it. And sometimes they trick me. Well, they don't trick me, but they like one bird who'll fly over and like to get my attention, and then the other bird goes and gets the bread. And as soon as that bird picks up the bread, the other one flies off, and then bang. I'm like, what? You got me? Oh man. That's something. Nature is something. But yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. That's a joke. No way. Butterfly. Oh, come close. Yeah. So yeah, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Time into the illusion, but it helps you keep track. You get things done. You are all knowing, all powerful. I am all knowing. I am all powerful. I am sovereign. Listen to subliminals, and then you can listen to certain subliminals that you want to come to pass. And there you go. There you go. Oh, apricot. Yeah, so hey, how you doing? Look at this, 17 minutes. I don't know if you enjoyed it or not, but yeah, love, joy, gratitude. I am love, I am joy, I am gracious. One more thing, right? Um, whatever you have joy for, you are joyous. Even if you're masculine, you should start learning how to be in the right brain, this brain, because we gotta connect both sides of the brain. It's still one, and your left side controls your right side, and the right side controls the left side. So why don't we combine them and see what happens? See what I'm saying? Or do you understand? Do you overstand? Because what is that? That's like heart. That's just heart. Because mainly your heart's connected to the right side of your brain, which means love is very much in the creative side, which is very. Even though you'll probably use logic to think about, well, if it's connected to if it is connected to the right side of your brain, okay, but there's still some kind of divine harmony, yeah? To something. Baby's born, she has everything. Hopefully your mommy, she ate healthy, she didn't mess around. Not, not in a bad way, but mess around, like she ate unhealthy, or she didn't get the minerals, or do what she could have done to make the baby as strong as it possibly can. And yeah, so that's something that would be real, like, but I mean, other than that, the baby should have it. And then they're gonna grow up, but what it is, it's like patriarchy. The birds do mess with me, I swear. Sometimes they know, and they dead ass tweet when I say stuff. And so what is it? It's like we had let's say now we passed 2012. That's established. There's no way we can go back. So what would we do? Age of Aquarius. They mapped it. You look it up. Age of Aquarius. Water bearer picture. Jesus said, "Go up into the." They go up and there'll be a man with a pitcher of water. Go find that one. You know, that's not a command, but I don't know what a command is. Not really. Tell you that too, but yeah, that's what he said. So that's the age we're in. The last age we were in the age of religion with the fish and the Pope. The Pope, he has that fish hat. These people are not bad people, but what they do, with the males, with the masculine, with all the testosterone that they pumped in because of evolution. Because of evolution, is what they do. Is what they do. They want to be a dictator, and every other man and every other woman, they want to make them be slaves for whatever system they figured out, and they got running and going. And that's what they do. And they just sit there like, oh, I'm a king, blah, blah, blah. Get me a woman so I can, whatever, act. I should say act more, right? Ooh. And that's what they do. So, you know, pause. So now we're in the feminine. And we're going to be in the feminine for a very long time. And actually, it's like, this is the greatest time to be alive, which it can be a gift. It could be a gift. It should be a gift. If anything, it has to be a gift. Because at the same time, as much as it's like, okay, children is going to be something to bring because I got to get a house, shelter, give them some milk, and let them grow. It's at the same time, it's going to be like, oh, well, you know, this is going to be a gift to the next soul I bring into the world. And that's ultimately up to who? The feminine. Who's to say who's right? But it's just, oh, well, it's up to her. She has the body. Everything happens to her body. And maybe some of you are thinking, well, I see the connection. There's something else you're not telling me, or something else that's missing, a missing link. What if I said that men came from women, and originally there were only women, and this planet was a very watery planet? Very possibly back in its old times when this planet wasn't called Earth or Mother Gaia, but it was called like Tibet or something, I forget, or something like that, and yeah, and that's like Marduk, I think, or something. You can look it up. And they tell you, they're like, hey, you know, the planet. I don't know. I don't know. It was feminine humans, and then she started eating meat because she had to thrive on like how the planet happened to be and what food was available in certain continents and certain places of the world. So maybe one part of the planet just had pure feminines, and then after a while, she had to make something out of herself because she was unhealthy in order to keep on procreating. So she created the masculine in order to give her what she already originally had to create more babies. Yeah. And that now, even if you come out masculine, your body can just, if you know what I mean when I say you're masculine, like your body can just come out and you can go feminine. You can look like a girl, or you can look like a boy. Who's to tell you what? But the only way for you to know is if you have something else around you to give you an example of, oh, look at me, and then you come back to yourself like, oh, look at me. But it's that being selfish. But you're being very considerate. That's very understandable, very loving, and very kind of you. Very kind of me, very kind of I. I'm very compassionate. I don't know how the lighting is, but I don't want to make a video anywhere else. I do know. Oh, I know, I still know. Yay. See? See, see, see. See, see, see. So yeah, we enjoy it. This is amazing. So what do? You're feminine. What do? You get healthy. You eat plants. You eat plants like it's nothing. Like you just eat those. Like you get carnivorous. You get carnivorous in vegetation because there's so many seeds and it can keep growing. Then you get in the sun. So after you eat those and they're in your solar plexus or in your belly area, you sit in the sun because those light rays will pop them open from within, and then you will see more nutrients because that's more biochemical sun fractals of light energy. That's also with you communicating with cells and everything, electricity, light, magnetism coming together, everything, and that's what you do. So you do that, and you can do that. You just gotta find the time. You find the time within the times. If you like that. And you enjoy yourself. Don't listen to what nobody says. Look at me. You like the hair? It's growing. It's amazing. I let it out. It was curly. I still twist it up. It curls up. I like it like that. It's nice big afro-y. There's no sin. Sin is missing the mark. You missed the mark. Look it up. You missed the mark. That's what sin is. You go to church? You go to church. Fine. I went to church the other day. I did. But it's like, don't hurt anyone. Don't hurt anyone. I don't see pregnant women getting hurt. If there's guardian angels, that's real because I have never heard of a story where a pregnant woman got like. I mean, I've heard, we know abortion and all that, but I never heard of a pregnant woman actually. I mean, I've always heard of a woman who had a baby, like she gave birth to the baby, and if she lost too much blood, then she had to go. But that was so strong of a love that she did it. She did it. She did it. She gave the baby. She said, "You're gonna live this world so good," and she just gave it. And she just passed on. And that's one of the greatest. That's like a hero in my mind. That's like she's a hero. But yeah, she's I never heard of that. I don't hear. You see a pregnant woman, you don't want to hurt her. That's the sacredest thing you've ever seen in your life. And that's the sacredest thing she's ever gonna ever tell you about. And maybe you can have that, but that's basically beautiful because then that little child, you're gonna see in the next 10 years, like, hi. Maybe she's a girl, she'll do the same thing. Maybe she's a boy. Maybe he's a boy. Oh shit. even my English is kind of jumpy, but I'm learning. And then and maybe it could work out. But I just never seen a pregnant woman, They're so good. They just do it good, You gotta thank them. Back in the Egyptian days, that's what it was. It was the women who were priests, not the men. We're not scared of anything. We're not scared of anything. It's just the patriarchies. It is mostly men who rule the world. It's not women who do crimes every day. It's men. At least because the women are very much more connected to the creative left side of their brain, and they'll put their logic and passion into destroying certain things that try to kill that creativity in them. Daydreaming, lucid dreaming, whatever those spiritual sides of life. Could be spiritual, but it doesn't even have to be spiritual. It can just be. It can be anything creative. Creativity. Creativity is anything. This manifestation is just pow. It just happened. So yeah. Bless you with pure source, love and light, all the time, every time, anytime. Hope you have a wonderful and beautiful day. I hope you have a joyous day. I am beautiful, I am prosperous, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am joyous, I am everything, I am all, I am nothing, I am something, I am all things, I am one thing. I am telepathy. You're a person. You're a person. You know what to do. I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Tevin Fleming, Suvaxia 27, Suvaxi 27. This is a 30-minute little video, just details about the world, explaining about the feminine, what that is and what we know it to be if we were to explain it in some particular way, some fashion. I know my vocals are different sometimes, or sometimes after I explain something I raise my tone. I have like a but that's just me. Well, it's just me, but I have a passion, so my passion comes through from my voice. They say through the voice the heart speaks, or through the mouth the heart speaks. So just listen to people, because communication. So your throat chakra is very important, and you can work on that. Communication, speech, yeah. And then we're gonna listen because that's connected to our third eye. Because third eye is connected to all the five senses, basically, even when you do this. Then your temples, the temple of God. Your temples are the temple of the heavens, the seventh heaven. What's the seventh chakra? Well, seventh chakra is your higher self, but you're gonna feel it through within, and the inspiration is what's called the ether and the higher self. So yeah, if you caught that, that's really good. You're a really good student. I am a really good student of heaven and God. Yeah, that's new, but it probably works. Subliminals, they're good for you because your subconscious mind, what's inside of you, will grasp it, take it in, and as you move on, you progress, you understand like, hey, it's up to me, and I'm going to be a receiver or a child of God or something, or a child of God. You sit in the temple, and you learn whatever's being received to you as the child sitting inside of the temple, observing, listening, being there and aware and understanding all that can be as you grasp and understand it and process it. So, yeah, hey, how you doing? I'm not a really famous person. You could cut this part, you'll just be like, it's Tevin. That's my name, Tevin. Tevin, that's what I say it. It's Tevin. So yeah, say hi to me. You don't have to say hi. I'm traveling the world, almost. Love, live life. Oh my god. You know how it goes. Whatever your emotion is in the ocean, that's how you do it. You don't want to drown, but I mean, if you're too hot, you gotta get wet, and you dry up. Can I show you? Yeah, you know. Even in the sun. So yeah, just enjoy it. I had to let you go. My ankles or something. I forget what the word is, but they were feeling good. But I strain it a lot. If I stay still, but I stay still. I don't really move a lot, but I can. But I just don't need to. I want to relax, or I wish to relax. So let's take in some. Even the birds will give you nice subliminals. If you make up words and you fill in words through your subconscious in your mind, you you could play out mind subliminals and I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to say it. If it's perfect, it's perfect. But you just play out subliminals. You play out subliminals. Like you'll play out if it sounds like what it sounds like. If it sounds like what it sounds like, I don't like coming off monotone. But if it sounds like what it sounds like, and that's how it will sound like, and that's how it will register, because of past and future. They found something. Woo! So yeah, and then you basically play the subliminal in your head. So if you're like, I am love, I am love, I am love, basically you're telling yourself, I am understanding of everything in the moment. At least not everything in the moment, but you're understanding, which means you're more mindful of all the things that are around you, and more in harmony with the moment that you're given, or that you present yourself, or that is presented to you. So a trinity, a triforce of some kind. But whoa, yeah. Take care, my loves. I'll see you again.